Good evening. Welcome to another Thursday. I hope you're doing well. Okay, we're gonna start in a minute. Let me get myself sorted and um, and then we can begin. All right. All right. Sorry for that. Okay. I hope you're doing well. Um, where do I start from? This week, and I think this week and last week, if you've been trading, it's been a bit of kind of sideways market apart from what happened today on the euro, on the dollar pairs, right? And we had a big move. If you've been using Enigma, you probably would have encountered a bit of challenges this past, I think, from last week Friday up till today, because market has been in a consolidation. So if you've been experiencing some sort of a draw down, not draw down, um, if you've been experiencing challenges in your trading, it's normal. Okay, it's all part of price action where the market does not move in a straight line. Sometimes it will go into these kind of consolidations, and then after the consolidation, it will start moving again. So um, I just want to encourage you that if you did experience some form of a hardship for the last 1 week, I think, yeah, from last week, Thursday, up till today, if you've been experiencing hardship, it's normal, it's part of the market cycle. Okay, the market does not go in a straight line, so it will go down, sorry, it will go up, and then it'll pause, and then it'll go sideways, and then it go down, pause, sideways, down, pause, sideways, up, pause, sideways, down, right? So this condition is normal. Okay, when when we are in this condition, okay, the best thing to do is sit on your hands or reduce risk. All right, the best thing to do is sit on your hands or reduce risk, because if you try to force trading in this condition, chances are you will get beaten. Okay, you will get beaten by the market. So the best thing to do in this condition is actually to sit on your hands or reduce risks, so that if in case you take a loss, okay, it doesn't become a big loss, and you can recover when the market starts moving again. All right. So if you've been experiencing um, some sort of market punishment, then it's normal. All right. This for the last 1 week, I've been scratching my head to see what price is trying to do, because I like forecasting on the high time frame and then trade it on the lower time frame. So my high time frame, if I go into the daily, you will see that it's been choppy. It's not being one directional, right? And what actually happened today on euro, I was anticipating the rally, but not from where it did. I was anticipating it from this low. All right. So this afternoon when the news came out, I was expecting them to drop down first into this level and then go and attack this equal high. So I couldn't participate in the buy. Um, but that's fine. I think with this expansion going forward, it should be easy to know what price is trying to do because we've moved away from the consolidation. So for now, probably price is gonna go in a direction that that will make it easier to trade. All right. So this is just me trying to encourage you that the market conditions, they do change. So don't beat yourself too much if you've been experiencing any sort of hardship in the market. Okay. With that said, what did I do this week with Enigma? Nothing. This week I did I think one trade on Enigma on Monday, and I think it was on. Let's go to dollar yen, and what was it? Was it dollar yen? Sorry, New Zealand yen. Monday. Hang on, let me check which one I took. Bear with me as I check. To do and do. So Monday's date was on the 25th. So let's go to 25th. Okay. 25th, I bought Aussie New Zealand. That's the one. Let's go and check. So 25th, there is. I bought Aussie New Zealand here. It was not, I think it was not on Enigma. It was my normal price action trade. That was coming off from last week on the basis of this rally. When it retraced back down, I knew that they were going to go back up and attack this high. So on Monday, I got my entry in here. I think it was during the London session. So I got my entry somewhere in here. And then I held it to go and attack this high. Right? It wasn't an Enigma trade, but it was a decent trade. Enigma this week, I have not done anything. As you can see, mostly the pairs that I look for. Mostly the things that I look for in terms of directional bias this week, the yen pairs was going to do exactly as you see it, go sideways, right? So I did not do anything on the yen pairs this week. On a personal level, on a personal trading level, yes, I did something with it. Okay. I traded, give me 1 second. I have a couple of friends that wants to join the session, so I'm trying to send them the link so that they can watch as well. Okay, so the things that I do look for long term, it wasn't showing me, so I traded manually on this week, and I'm gonna show you the trade that I took on this. I sold from here on the 15 minutes. I sold from here to come and attack this low. That was the trade I took on Swiss yen. All right, and the other trade that I took was CAD yen. I took a sell. It's still there. Right, I took a sell from there to come here. You can see it missed the target by small pips, but nevertheless, that was a good entry. Now, this was on the basis of um, the CAD rate announcement that was announced during the week. I think it was yesterday afternoon, around 3 o'clock. When the news came out, it spiked up quickly. Everybody was scared. I was like, yep, bring it on. It came to this last up candle here, and then boom. I was ready for it to even go above this high, because if it did go above that high, guess what it is? It's the pattern that I've shown on this every Thursday. I've shared it for free. If it went above that high, you can see I've drawn the line. This is the first high. That's the second high. So if price went above the second high, then I would have expected it to drop. So I was willing to accept that they might go for that high and then drop down again, but it couldn't do that, and then it just continued to fall. So that was my trade that I took on this. I took another trade on GBP CAD. Now, the question will be, why am I showing you these trades? I am showing you these trades because obviously, like I said, the market cycle is going to be like this, right? There's going to be period where price will move in a trend, and then there's going to be a period where price will go sideways, and then trend continuation, and then sideways, and then maybe a reversal, and then sideways, and then a continuation. So when that happens, anytime we get into the consolidation phase, this is where you're going to lose money. Okay, this is where you're going to lose money. This is where a lot of people lose money. When it's trending, unless you don't know what you're doing and then you go counter trend, right? So when it's trending to the downside and you don't know what you're doing and you try to buy it, then you're going to lose money because price is going down and you're trying to buy, right? But normally or generally, when it's dropping, people make money. It's when it gets into a consolidation, then people try to do what? To force the market into a specific direction, right? They're trying to force the market to go up or trying to force the market to drop, and it will not do none of that. And I'll show you an example in a second. That price is not willing to go up or down, and if you try to force it, that's when you're going to lose money. So this is the phase where if you're using just Enigma, okay, this is where you're going to struggle. Okay, your ability to be able to know that we are in a consolidation, you need to develop that. Okay, you need to develop the ability to know that the market is in a consolidation, because once you're able to know we are in a consolidation, then you don't trade Enigma. Okay, you sit on your hands on Enigma, and then you do the things that I'm showing you, which is FX Mastery. Because once you understand the market, right, then you can do anything. Like the trades that I've been showing you, they are all manual trades that I took based on understanding of the market, and you're not going to get that from Enigma. You have to know it through FX Mastery. All right. So Let me show you the trade. So you know why I'm showing you the trades. I'm showing you because if you depend on just Enigma, you will struggle in these conditions. But if you basically understand price, then you're not going to struggle because you know what to do. All right. So let me go into pound CAD and then show you. Let me show you the buy that I took. And actually, I think I spoke to a couple of people regarding this level. Can't remember who I did, but with uh, with the FX Mastery members or elevated members, I spoke to them about this level being a high probability level if price was to come here, right? So um, I got a buy. As soon as we touched this, I went on the lower time frame. I think I was on the 5 minutes chart. Yes. So I went on the lower time frame and we hit this first level, we hit the second level, and then right here, see this candle? Let me chop that one off. Right there. As soon as we hit the second one and price gave this green candle, that bullish order block, straight away I went long. So I took a long from here. And my stop loss was below the low. My stop loss was below this low. And my target was this level. So I was trying to buy to come back to resistance. And boom, right there. Okay, so that was my trade when the news came out, and it was fantastic. I mean, it didn't look back. It just continued to go up, 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 up until it got to my TP. Actually, I woke up and my TP was price has already taken me out. Can see what time it came to my TP. My take profit, it was 2 a.m. and I was sleeping, right? And it took me out from the trade. Let me show you another trade because yesterday was awesome with the news event. Eurocad, you can see I have my drawings on my chart. So that shaded area you see, right, is a monthly level. And then inside that monthly level, I was able to come up with this specific level right here. See that line? It's within the monthly level, which is the green shaded area. So when price got there, all right, when price got there, I did not hesitate. I was actually having a live session. I was mentoring some people, and when price got there, I told them, look, this level is high probability. Let me go into the weekly and show you where it was so you can see. That is the level. So that was the weekly, but it's within the monthly. So that's the monthly, that's the weekly, right? That level right there. Price hit it somewhere down there, boom, and then quick rejection. So on the H4, I did come up with this level here. Now, this is what you're going to learn when it comes to FX mastery. Okay, I'm going to teach you all of this and you will be empowered. Enigma will not call this trade, right? You will call this. So notice that down candle. All right, let's go forward, 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 forward. Right there, hit it, and then big rejection. But when it did drop down there, I had the option. I had two options. So I had the option to um, I had the option to trade the pound card or the euro card. I had the option to trade the pound card or the euro card, and I opted to go with the pound card because at the time of me taking that trade, euro was bearish. Okay, euro was bearish, so I didn't wanna take both of them. So I took just the pound card and I left this one. But this one happened to have done very, very well because we had news rate announcement on this today, and you can see the results. Now, I'm just going to give you a hint. Notice this last up candle here. Okay, you draw a line. If we are able to go above it, what you're going to do, you're going to use your Fibonacci and draw right from the candle's opening price, sorry, the closing price all the way down here, right there. And then you're gonna look for price to go to you're gonna look for price to go to 168 and 2, right? So you have to wait for price to close above this high first. Okay, you need price to close above it, and then once they do, you're gonna now look for price to go up to this level and that level, right? Now you can do the same thing for the pound card. Let's go to the pound card. The pound card, you can draw a line above this high here and then do the same thing, measure from this low to the downside. It's called swing projection. Okay, you're projecting to the upside. I like this. It looks very clean. So 168 will bring you above these highs. So that would be a decent level to target these highs here. And then you probably will leave something on for that. Okay. Now let's go back to euro. Nope. Nope. Let's go back to euro CAD. Okay, so let's say tomorrow, right? Enigma gives you a trade idea, right? Let's say tomorrow Enigma will give you a trade idea and it's a buy. You have this, right, as a potential levels that I use. Okay, I use the closing price. You have this, right, as a potential target level. So tomorrow, if Enigma gives a buy on EuroCAD, you can use these ones as your main targets, right? If you want to go with Enigma's targets, you can also do so. Okay. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share so that you know that when the market gets into this kind of condition where it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and this started from the 11th of October. So if you've been trading EuroCAD from the 11th of October and it's been, punishing you, it's just a market condition. Okay, it's just going sideways. So your ability to be able to spot that early so that you don't keep forcing the trades is very, very key. Okay, let's hide Enigma. All right, so that's what I want to share with you today. Now let's go back to some of the things that I've already shared in the past that I also used this week, i.e., I've shared two things. I've shared this price having two highs and then we go above the next high and then it drops, or price having two lows, we go below the second low and then we rally. And then the other one that I shared was when price is dropping. All right, when price is dropping and then all of a sudden we have an up candle. That's a random up candle. I said that is a redistribution. So when price is dropping, it's producing down candles, right? As soon as you see an up candle formed, then they are redistributing, meaning they are selling more on that particular day. So the next day you look for price to continue going lower. And then the same thing applies to the upside. If price is going up, you look for when they are going to produce a down candle. That's a reaccumulation. So next day you look for a buy for price to now take you higher. So let's go into where I used it this week. It was on, let's go on to the pairs. The yen pairs. Yen. I think it was card yen on the daily. No, let me check. It was there. Since annoying. Okay. So notice that we had 1, 2 down candles. So the next day I was expecting price to go down, and this is Monday. Price went up. So if price went up, that means following day we should see price go down. All right. So for price to go down, we will maybe take out this high first and then drop, or we're just gonna open and then drop. So once price open, you look at price and see what it's doing, and if it has potential to take out any high, then you wait for price to take out this high. So you can see I drew this high there. That's a previous day's high. Let's drop down to the lower time frame. So this is when the market opened, right? So when we started trading, what I did was I drew a line here above that Tuesday's high. Tuesday's high. And what I was, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday's high. What I was expecting was for them to go run that and then drop back down and attack this low, right? But they didn't. And then price continued going higher, 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 higher. So as soon as we went above this high, I anticipated a drop. And then they did. So once this candle dropped down, that was it. Meaning price is going to come down here. So I took a sell on this last up candle. You can see I still have my, hammer. It's not hammer, magnet. So that magnet is, I use it to depict the draw on liquidity. The draw on liquidity meaning where price is supposed to go, right? So from here to there, that was the trade. Selling that stop loss above that and then targeting this low. Now granted, I was looking for price to come here. I'm still looking for price to come here. That's where I'm targeting. So I've got partials off and I still have a position on to see if we can continue coming lower. Okay. So tomorrow, let's see if Enigma will give me a sell on this. Then I'll jump on board to continue going lower. All right. If we do come up here, maybe I'll add more to my entry, but I don't know whether we're going to get there or not. So that will be a trade for tomorrow or price to decide tomorrow. All right. So that's how I used the very thing that I've shared with you guys here for free. That's how I used it this week. I think there was another one. It's not CAD yen, no. Aussie, no, no Aussie yen. I took another trade. Um, oh, there. I remember now. It's CAD Swiss. There it is. So CAD Swiss. How? Why did I take this trade? It's same thing, right? We started dropping here with this candle, trading right below this up candle. That's when we started dropping. So the next candle we dropped. Okay, next candle we dropped. And then on Monday, right? Monday we had this. We had this up candle. Okay, so what's that mean? It means that price is looking to go lower, right? It's looking to go lower. So the fact that we had the up candle does not mean that price is going up. Remember what I said? When it's going down and they produce an up candle, this is a redistribution, meaning they are selling, right? So once this candle closes, the very next day, you are anticipating a run above the previous day's high. So if you draw a line here, so once this candle open, you are anticipating a run above the high. It's not always going to do it, but that's what you look for, because for them to close bullish, the next day the best entry is going to be a run above this candle's high. Okay, that would be the best entry. If you go into price, you go look for examples, you're gonna see. And I think that the last time that I shared with you guys, I did show you lots of examples. So next day open, price rally, takes out this high, and then boom, drop. So let's drop down to the 1 hour time frame and see how it did it. So this is the day it created the high. I mean, it created the up candle. Next day we rally, takes out the high, and then doom, drop. So the trade was from here, trading the breaker, right, to come and attack this low, and below that low, guess what? This low, or this gap. Draw a line. This gap right there. Boom. That was the trade. And you can see nailed it perfectly. I was out on this candle. On that down candle, I was out. And then the news came out, boom, and then it's any high again. So I did not participate in this trade. Anything from here, I was not involved. This was my trade. Okay. So everything outside that, I was not involved. I've not actually looked at this today. I've not paid attention to it today. All I was interested in is this pattern here, because it's very, very powerful if you're able to see it. All right. So there. Now, again, why am I showing you all this? And I'm going to repeat. I am showing you because you are not going to get Enigma setups every single day that is going to go your way. Why? Because the market will not be trending all the time. If the market trends all the time, guess what? There will be lots of multimillionaires around, okay? But the market doesn't. The market does not trend all the time. So if it does not trend all the time, it's going to go into a period of consolidation. So when we get into this period of consolidation, you want to know what you're doing. And it's very simple. And that's what FX Mastery is all about. We, or myself, the other instructors, we're going to teach you how you can view the market from, from an institutional mindset view, where you can know where price is trying to reach for, even in the consolidation period, because it's all about the concept called liquidity. It's all about where money will be sitting when we are in the consolidation. So the trade that I took, right, money was sitting above this high. That's why they went for it. And money was sitting right in this gap. That's where they dropped down there. Okay, you need to know that, because if you don't know this, you will be punished a lot in the market. All right, let me show you something. Let me see if I can share another screen. I'm going to share another screen. Let's share the screen. Give me 1 second as I add. Okay. Right. I want you to look. First of all, let's go here. I want you to look at something. This is what I do most of the time. I put down what we call draw on liquidity. Okay. The draw on liquidity means that where is price supposed to be going to? Okay. Where is price supposed to be going to? Now look at the time, because you might think, okay, this might be after the fact, but if you look at the timestamp, okay, it's on the 27th at 9:13 a.m. So on the 27th at 9:13 a.m., remember the trade I showed you on GJ? I'm sorry, NJ. I knew they were going to attack that low. Okay. And I participated in that trade. GJ, right? Same time, around that same 9, I knew they were going to attack that low. But I was already short, and I was sharing this with a couple of people. Okay. Let's go. This trade, Euro Pound. What Euro Pound did today, right? I knew they were going to attack that high before price even got there. But let me show you how I knew before even got there. Let's go back here. Look here. On the 25th of October. So on Monday, when price started trading on GJ, I knew that they were supposed to come for this equal high. Right? So Monday, I shared with a couple of people that, look, this is where you're supposed to be looking for price to come to, right? And then fast forward today, because I like doing it. I like doing it. I screenshotted as soon as it went for that. So from Monday, today's Thursday, check, price went for it. Okay, let me share more and you'll be surprised. Let's go on to Aussie New Zealand. Okay, it was from here. Right, let's look at Aussie New Zealand. So on Aussie New Zealand on the 22nd, okay, on the 22nd of October, right, I said price is supposed to be coming for these levels. Okay, and then fast forward, when was it? I think 2 days ago. Boom, price went for it. Again, why am I showing you this? Because I want you to know that when you have FX Mastery under your belt, this is what you can do. You will know where price is supposed to be going most of the time. Not all the time, because sometimes price will be a little bit confusing. I'm going to admit that. But most of the time, you will know where price is going. Before even it gets there, you will know where it's going. All right. Let's keep going. Let's share more. Euro Swiss on the 21st. Okay, it was very close to the target. I just shared that they should pay attention that price is going to attack this low. So on the 25th, on the 21st of October, that's when I shared it. Now let's go fast forward. On the 27th, they went for it. Okay. And share one more, and then I'll be jump back onto the charts. And this one on the 15th of October. Okay, on the 15th of October, I said GA should go and attack this low. So on the 15th of October, I said GA should go and attack this low. Fast forward. Let's fast forward GA. Where did I put it? I've actually not said. We'll go on to the chart. Okay. It was halfway. I said that we are halfway to that level. So we're gonna go into the charts. I've showed you enough for now, right? And again, the reason why I'm showing you this is to tell you that there is potential ways that you can. There are several ways you can look at price and know where it's trying to reach for, and that is what you get from joining the FX Mastery, because that's where I give all the knowledge or the insight into knowing why price should reach for these specific levels, right? So let's go back to the charts. Okay, now that we're back to the charts, let me show you where GA is currently trading at. Let's go to the H4. Let's remove, let's get rid of this, and then see where GA is trading at right there. So that was the level I was looking for, and I called it out on the 15th of right here, on the 15th of October, right? And since then we've dropped 15th. Almost 200 pips. Okay. So I want you to make up your mind to join us in Elevated FX so that you can learn all these things, because the knowledge that I have, the knowledge that we have collectively as educators is for you guys. Okay. I don't need to do this every day because I can see price, right? I can see price where it's going to go before it does it. Sometimes they do punish me, but it's part of the game. Most of the time, I know where it's going, and I want to share that with you guys. Okay. So join me in EFX and let's roll. Enigma is going to work very well when we are trending, but when we get into this kind of market conditions, you want to roll up your sleeve and be in the market and then be punishing it instead of it punishing you. Okay. Let me show you one last thing and then I'll finish up my presentation for today. I knew price was gonna pause here. How did I know that? Right? How did I know price was gonna pause here and drop? Let's go to the H4. Look at this level. Go down to the H1. Right? H1. This last up candle, measure the middle or the mean threshold right here. Boom. Let's drop down to the 15 minutes right there. Price turn around and then I went short here. Targeting here. So I'm expecting them to drop there. Okay. And then maybe tomorrow another rally. Okay. That is what we call mastery. You can tell when price is about to rally. You can tell when price is about to drop. You can tell when price is going to do some damage. Okay. So make it your priority to come and join us in EFX. Again, Enigma is fantastic. Right? I'm not going to lie. Enigma is fantastic. You are going to love it when price is trending. When price is not trending, you are going to cry. It's part of the game, or it's part of the market. So when you can, or when you have the ability to determine that price is going to go sideways, then all you have to do is roll up your sleeve and then hammer the market manually. Okay, and then when we start trending, you let Enigma do all the show for you. But right now, most of the market is in the consolidation, so you want to rely on your manual trading more than Enigma. All right. So I'm gonna preach. I'm sorry, I finished preaching, so I'm gonna drop the link. All right. I'm gonna do the auto call. So let me drop the link for you guys if you wanna join me and my other colleague. There was this trade. I saw it being dropped and I wanted to participate in it, but I'm a firm believer of having independent mindset of what you are looking for. I'm showing you something and cut it off and show Enigma. There you go. Someone will be like, how did you know that? Someone will ask. So one of my colleagues, right, he dropped the setup right here. I remember vividly. It was around 11:45. 11:45. He dropped this in EFX. In EFX, we have uh, the the trade setups or the trade ideas. So my colleague, right, the Mr. Pullback, right, AT, he uses this tool here, the pullback pips, right, and you can see right here, okay, it was showing you that we are bullish, right? This is showing you bearish, this is showing you bullish, this is showing you bearish. So when he was showing bullish, he was able to identify that we are going up, and then he dropped this setup with Enigma, right there, that entry, sniper entry, bam, TP2, and then it started reversing. Okay, that's the power we have in EFX, right? I show you one thing, Mr. Pullback will show you something else, and the 1 minute sniper, he will also show you something else. Okay, I think, let me see, did he drop a setup? EJ, I think we talked about the EJ setup from here. Yeah, that EJ setup from here, right? I think it was about 18 to 1, something like that, from here all the way down. Okay, amazing. So we do have a lot of tools to help you achieve whatever you want to achieve. So the auto call is for you. Make sure you join us, and we will transform you into a beast. We'll transform you into a sniper. Let me drop the link for you. Okay, that's the link. Now, if you want to ask any question, feel free to send the question to the comment section. I will do my best to answer it for you. If you want to know more about what I do, join the Discord and just private message me, or join my live sessions. My live sessions are on Mondays and Tuesdays, right? Mondays and Tuesdays, and the time is 4 p.m. BST. We are still in BST, so remember that it's 4 p.m. BST. Once we go to GMT, you just have to change it. It's 4 p.m. GMT. Nothing will change. It's just the BST and the GMT. So Mondays, 4 p.m. BST. Tuesdays, 4 p.m. BST. Right? And you can ask any question that you want. But for now, based on what I've shared today, if you have any question regarding it, send it in the comment section. I will do my best to answer it for you. And just before I go, let me give you, or let me show you one last thing, and that will be it for today. And okay, I want to hide this Enigma. I want to cut this level off, right? I'm going to go into the daily time frame, and I'm going to show you that. Notice that I don't know where price turn around. Okay, this is called magic. I don't know where price turn around, but let me show you that I was able to identify where it was going to turn around. So I'm gonna go in here. Okay, I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna drop down to the H4 first, and then the H1. Okay, so on that day, I had this level, and that level marked out that if price is to get here, right, one of these two levels is gonna give a reaction. Okay, it's gonna give a reaction. Why? Because go back to the daily. What did I say this level is? When price is going up, up, and then they produce a down candle, that is what? Reaccumulation. So this was a reaccumulation. What does reaccumulation means? They were buying more. When price was going up, they paused and then they bought more here. When price was going up, they paused and then bought more here. So if price is to ever come back down there, there's a high probability it's going to bounce. Right now, let's drop down to the H4. Fast forward, let's see what price did. Pause. Notice that. Let's drop down to the H1. Right, that is what we call sniper entry. I did not take this trade because I was short, right? And I got out right here, right at that high. That's where I got out. And I did not participate in the buy. Why? Because I did not expect this rally. I was not expecting that. I was just expecting a small pullback and a continuation to the downside. Okay. I never my little sister comes to mind. There's this athlete that he won a race and they asked him a question. It was he was like he never expected to win, but the way he said it, it was so funny. I never expected it. I never expected this kind of move. I was just looking for a small pullback and then a continuation, but it was news event, rate announcement on CAD, and then boom, quick rejection. But what I wanted to show you is how I was able to know this level, these two levels. Okay, that is FX Mastery. That's what you're gonna learn. Okay, so that is it from me. I appreciate you all for joining me today. I will see you guys same time next week for another edition of Enigma and FX Mastery. So have a wonderful week. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.